In today's video, we're going to be cutting and sewing this vest, and this is so simple to do. If this is what you're interested to learn how to do, please watch till the end of this video. Don't forget to like this video and share this video, comment, and give me your positive feedback on this video. Thank you. Okay, I'll be using this fabric. Okay, so I just quickly folded into two, then into another two. All right, so just ensure that you fold yours into two first, then into another two, and make sure that you have your body measurement on this folded part, so that when you are done folding you will still achieve your body measurement. All right, so I'm just trying to measure to ensure that I achieve my body measurement. Okay, now on a normal level we're supposed to leave about 1 inch or 1.5 inches for our buttonhole allowance, but because I'm still going to remove about half inch at the back, 1 inch at the back, I just left both of them to be equal. You will understand as we go ahead. So I went ahead to mark 2.5 for my neck width and then 2 for my neck depth. This is for the back neck depth. Okay, so I went ahead and marked 4 inches for my front neck depth. Of course, this will still change as we go on, but for now, what we're marking is 4 inches. So from this point, I will just mark my shoulder. I marked at 7, and then I minused 1 inch. All right. So at the end of the day, I just use 6 inches. So please adjust yours, because this jacket should not be on your shoulder. All right. So I went down and marked my armhole line, and then I came down for my shoulder slant. I'll be adjusting the shoulder slant by 1 inch, by half inch, because what I just marked here is half inch. All right. So at this point, I'll just use my armhole curve and then curve out my armhole. Okay, this vest is very simple to make. All you have to do is just to follow me. There is nothing hard about this vest. All right. So I'm just quickly adjusting my shoulder slant. I initially marked at 1 and then ruled at half. So I just want to correct that. So I went ahead and marked half of my 8 inches for my armhole, and that was 4. So that I will come out and mark my just the normal basic body measurement. So you will just do your normal basic body measurement. Don't forget that what we did here is just folding into two, then into another two. And this is how we achieved this. And if you don't want yours to have a pattern at the back, okay, please ensure that you leave 1 inch for your buttonhole or button allowance. All right. So I just curved the armhole for the front. All right. I'll go ahead and mark my body measurement. So at I just marked at 11. This 11 inches is plus my sewing allowance. Please take your own body measurement and then mark with yours. Whatever you have at your bust, divided by 4 plus your sewing allowance, mark yours. Do the same thing for the waist. Okay, so I just went ahead and I'm cutting this out. I'm cutting the armhole, then the rest of it. Now you can see I just cut the neck for the back. Okay, so you know that this side that has the open part is the front. That is why I'm marking my neck measurement at the front. Please, I forgot to mention that the part that has the folded end is the back, and this side that I'm cutting out now is the front. All right. Now I'm just marking my dart. I'm just using the basic dart, and then I marked at 5 inches for my dart, and then I'll quickly adjust the that adjustment that I marked at the back. I need to put it here right in the front, so I'll just quickly adjust it and then use my armhole curve and do this. So while I'm doing this, I must say that the back or the front, you can adjust it to whatever style that you want. Okay, the back, you can see the way I cut this back now. You can decide to adjust it and move your hand inside. Okay, it will not be like a C cut. This C cut singlet. If you want that, just put your hand inside and then curve. Any style that you can. In sewing, you can vary. Okay, just be inspired, and that's all. Anything, anyhow that you want, or any style that you want to cut, all you have to do is to visualize the style. You can even draw it and then you mark it. Okay, so but for this video, for the purpose of this video, we're going with this basic back. Okay, so I quickly came down and marked where I want my dart to start at the front side. Okay, this is what I'm just marking. So I'm just starting from my bust area. That's why I marked by 11 inches. I wanted the dart to start immediately under my bust. Okay, so you can mark yours and start under your bust as well. All right, so I'm just picking half inches at this size where I marked my 5 inches for my dart. All right, don't forget that when you're cutting your allowances, I forgot to tell you to add not just your sewing allowance, try to add that allowance as well. So at this point, I have already done this, and then I'm not cutting this out because this is just half inch. I can just easily sew on it. So I'll just sew this dart while whenever I'm sewing. Now look at this point. I placed my tape at the tip and marked 1.5 inch. Now you can decide to have a curve. Okay, you must not have it straight. Some people like their own curve. If you don't want to have this pattern at this side, you can still leave your jacket straight, simple, leave it plain like that without any basic style. All right, so you can decide to curve yours or leave yours slanted this way that I just cut mine. Okay, you can even vary a bit by making the slanted line deeper than it is. Okay, so at this point, I want to check where I want my this pattern to start from. So I started around my bust area. So I placed my tape and then I marked just around that my bust area. It depends on where you want yours to start from. Some people just want half length, maybe where they'll put just one button, and that's all. But me, I just wanted to start from that point to around 11 inches, just around under my bust or within that my bust area. All right, so you can mark at 10 inches, you can mark at 11 inches, you can mark at 13 inches. It depends on whatever you want. Once you do that, you slant and connect to the neck area, and that's how you achieve this. Very easy and simple. Now I'm going to quickly sew the darts, and this is it. And okay, you can also see the back partition. All right, where I told you that I used about 1 inch. All right, that was what equated the back measurement with the front measurement, where I was supposed to also leave half inch for my button or 1 inch for my button and buttonhole allowance. All right, for this point now, I'm going to be sewing round. Now please listen carefully to place this your lining. All right, if you want yours to look very neat or have a neat finishing, all you have to do is to sew round on each side of this fabric. So the armhole, the only place that you leave open is the shoulder and the sides. All right, you sew on the armhole round. The only place you will leave open is this side. Okay, the two edges. Now let me show you. This is me now. I have already sewn round. I left this side open. Okay, this side is open, and then this other side is open. I sewed round, but the only two sides that are open is this top side and the other side. Okay, so ensure that whenever you are sewing, sew round. Even for this back, only leave the two sides, the two edges, that's beside each of them, let them be open, because this is where you're going to be doing your work from, especially if you want your jacket or your vest to be neat, to have a neat finishing. All right. So I'm going to be placing this right side facing each other. Okay. And then I will place this as well, right side facing each other. I'll place it carefully and place it very well. Then I will start turning, because I'm going to be joining this shoulder, but I'm not just going to show this like an amateur. All right, I'm going to fold it neatly. I'm going to gently put, or anyhow you want to do it, but yeah, I'm just going to put this other side inside. Okay, just look at the way I'm placing it. All right. Normally, if the armhole was not sewn, you would have easily sewn round. But what I'm going to do is that I'm going to place this here, then turn out my lining. In fact, action is better than words. So I'm going to let you see what I'm going to do, because I want you to follow me carefully. All right. Now I'm going to place this side, right side facing each other again. Now I will carefully hold this and then follow through this back that is open, this side. Put my hand into it and then turn it out. I will do this again so that you will see. Now ensure that you place these two sides together. Okay, right side facing each other and then turn it out. Okay, I'll pin this now so that you can also see how it looks. Before I sew it, I want you to see how it looks, because this is very simple to do, and I want you to have a neat finishing when you're done sewing. All right. If you don't even use an ankara to sew this um jacket or vest, someone will not even know that it was sewn. All right. So I have just pinned, sewn it, I have stitched on it, and this is how it looks. Now for the sides as well, if you want yours to also have a neat finishing, not just the basic sewing round, but if you don't want stress, okay, you can just sew straight with your body measurement and then weave later. But if you want yours, look at the way I'm holding these two now. I will hold these two fabrics, fabric to fabric, lining to lining. Just watch me, fabric to fabric, lining to lining. This is not the only way. I'll still show you another way or another method on how to turn this out. But just watch me. I'm holding these two sides, fabric to fabric, and I'm going to be holding also the lining to the lining. Now pull my hand through the other side so that I can get the other side and then fold lining to lining. Now for this side now, okay, I'm going to hold these two this way and then turn it over. Okay, just watch. Once I do this, I'll just quickly turn it over, use one side to turn it as if I'm just turning my shoulder on a normal base. Okay, and that is all. If you want to do it like this, so okay, I don't know if you get, but whatever method that you would prefer or that will be more convenient for you, just do it. All I will do is just to bend it up and then sew it. Now if you don't want all this stress, okay, you can just do basic sewing by the side and then you weave it. Okay, that's it. And this is how my jacket looks. Very simple, and this is very beautiful. And you, if I even used another ankara to do this fabric or another material, you can see that it's a very simple reversible jacket, and you can easily put your buttons here. And this is all for this video. Please, if you have not subscribed to this YouTube channel, kindly go ahead now and subscribe and thumbs up so that YouTube can recommend this video to others. I really appreciate that you are here up to this point, and stay tuned to Leslie Designs for more videos. Feel free to use the comment sections on any confusions or questions that you have. Thank you for staying tuned up to this point.